in the first and just struggle the way you did the rest of the way?
I mean, it was frustrating at times, just not being able to kind of get over that hump and put them away. But, you know, they got a good front. I know what their record is. But they have a stout front, good linebackers, and we ran the ball pretty well, but we just couldn't find that rhythm in the passing game. But it feels good to be 10-3.
What happened to that rhythm that you guys had before games going into Los Angeles? Where has that been last month?
Well, I mean, I think we're finding different ways to win. It might be ugly at times to maybe some folks, but you know, we ran the ball today for 180 yards or so and got Aaron Jones going. So, you know, different teams have thrown different things at us, and you know, I just think we need to just be a little more consistent at times. You know, I don't think we had maybe the same type of flow after the first couple early drives with just the energy, and you know, we just missed on a couple things. So we got to clean some of those stuff up. But I wouldn't mind winning ugly all the way to the Super Bowl.
So Aaron, are you concerned about where the offense is right now or not?
I'm not, Jason. Like I said, we're finding ways to win. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I think we're learning a lot through the process, and I know there's a lot of conversation about what's the identity offense and all that stuff. And you know, we're figuring it out week to week. I think this week, you know, we got Jimmy going with a couple passes early, got Aaron Jones going the run game, and then just we're too inconsistent on first down, which put us in some holes, and we missed a couple throws and didn't convert a couple third downs we had a chance to do. I fumbled in a 2-minute drive and took points off the board, and that kind of all led to us not being able to put them away.
Is this going to be enough to make the type of extended run that at 10-3 you guys certainly want to make, or does it need to be better than?
Well, winning's the only thing that matters, and even in the midst of some of these games where it hasn't been a great flow the entire time, we are winning. So that's the encouraging thing, and you know, we expect to win games where our defense holds them to you know, less than 20 points. But we'll find our rhythm. I'm not worried about that on offense. We just got to keep getting the ball to our playmakers and figure out what's going to work that week. And today it was getting the ball to Aaron in the run game.
You, at the moment, you're the number 2 seed in the NFC. You haven't been in that position for quite a while, or you've got a chance to sit out around, get a home game here. Is that a big deal to you at the moment, or is it just next week and the next couple of weeks and then?
Well, yeah, that's what we're playing for at this point, is to have that nice week off. First is the division, though, and obviously we'll be. We know what's coming next week. Chicago's 7-6, and they've been playing better of late. Obviously, they're still in the mix, so we got to put together a good performance, and you know, and then we know what's after that as well.
It seems like your most successful drives today were the ones where Aaron Jones got touches. Do you think he should be more involved, or is he involved about the right amount?
Well, I think that we need to be smart about his touches. You know, it's a long season. I enjoy having Jamal out there. He's a smart guy. He's a good player. Does a lot of things for us. He's had a nice season. You know, I thought we got you know, Aaron the ball, Tom, 22 times today. Thank you, Tom. I think that's a good amount. 20 to 25 is what we want to be. I would say he touched the ball on other drives as well that we didn't score. But obviously, if he's breaking off a big run or catch and run, you know, we probably score on those drives.
In your eyes, was it something their defensive backs were doing to take away some of those downfield shots, or do you think you guys could have taken more, or were they just not there?
I think I had Allen early in the game and tried to step up and get out of some pressure, and you know, maybe if I slide to the left, maybe I hit him. But they were playing pretty high. You know, even on the second big pass to Jimmy, you know, that was a play for Devontae, and they doubled him on the play, and Jimmy ran a good route and got open. So there were stuff in the plan to take some shots down the field. They, especially in the second half, played a lot softer in their coverage. They rolled some covers to, you know, with Quentin out of the game as well.
Aaron, you've seen Adrian Peterson up close a lot over your career. He's got 14,000 career yards. Only 5 other guys can say that. What has made him so dominant over his career?
He's the best back I've seen in my 15 years. Unfortunately, we saw him at times when he was, rolling 2,000 yards, when he was getting, 350 carries a season. Dynamic back, his ability when he got in the open field and was run away from guys, stiff arm guys, cut, juke, power, speed, great combo. He was damn near unstoppable there for a few years, and it's good to see him still going. I mean, he still runs the ball really hard. He's tough. A couple times when they were running some of the inside zone stuff and he bounced to the edge, he had some flashbacks of some of those runs he had over the years against us. But I have a lot of respect for the durability he's had, and like I said, I think he's the most talented guy that I've seen in my 15 years.
Why do you think you haven't been able to put the run and the pass together into one real dynamic offensive performance? Last week it was the pass, this week it was the run.
Yeah, teams are trying to take away one of them. I know they've talked about taking away the run, which they really didn't do today. But we mix it up week to week, and we just missed on a few. I mean, we only had we didn't have a ton of attempts today. Felt like more downhill runs was the way to go, and that's what we did. We just got to execute a little bit better when we get those chances in the passing game. I mean, we just missed on a couple. Obviously, it was 14-0 there, and just missed Jimmy on a big one that would have put us up 3 scores, and you're probably feeling a little better about yourself right now.
So you saw Bostic's quote toward the end of the week about making you beat them?
I heard about that, yeah.
What do you think of that as a game plan?
Bring it on.
Did they play in a manner that would indicate that that was their approach? Because like you said, the run game was
No, I don't think. I mean, they tried to stop the run, I guess, but it wasn't a loaded box. I don't think the entire day. I mean, they had Landon was kind of hanging, kind of in between zone, but especially after Dunbar got hurt, it was a lot more two-show.
We asked Matt earlier in the week about that, and he said we'd have to ask you if you use that kind of stuff as quote-unquote bulletin board material. If you need that at this point in your career, do you use that?
No, I'm too old. I don't need that. I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot and heard a lot, and that stuff means absolutely nothing once the game starts. It really doesn't. It's just fodder for the weekly columns and the Wednesday locker room stuff that you're waiting for a golden response from me. But look, I played long enough. I know my responsibility, and guys want to make us pass. Sweet, let's do it.
Aaron, you talked about the need, the importance of Jamal having a role in this offense. I mean, I don't want to oversimplify it, but when we see the numbers, and one back has 8.4 yards per carry, the other has 3.4. Why is it important to have Jamal involved offensively when you have Aaron going as well as he is?
Maybe the line was blocking a little better on some of those runs that Jonesy had compared to Jamal. You'd have to go back and look at the specific plays, but I think Jamal does a lot of things really well. I mean, I think he's a tough runner. I think he's really good out of the backfield. He had a stretch where he had, Tom, how many games in a row with a touchdown catch? Yeah, he had a bunch. And he's smart in the protection. I think he deserves to be on the field and to have a role. Jonesy is not the biggest back, but even if he was, in the days of Eddie Lacy, we weren't trying to roll out 30 carries a game for Ed. I just think you need those guys fresh in, through, and into the new year. Through December and into the new year. So I think we've done a good job of managing that. I know there's, the outcries for more 33 have been that way for a couple of years now, I think. But, he does a lot for us, and 22 touches today I think is a good amount.
Can you take us through that fourth quarter pass to Jones on 3rd and 14, which you saw there?
Yeah, I actually called the formation wrong, but it worked out. Maybe even better, just because we had formation in the boundary, 3 receivers in the boundary, and it kind of it made the boundary safety a little more aware of Devontae, I think. Field safety was kind of out over 2, and Devontae was matched up on a linebacker with safety help, and when I think it was Monte was on that side, when he just closed, I could tell where Aaron was, and the corner wasn't all the way back, and just it wasn't I don't think it was a great throw, as far as how it came off and stuff, but he's got pretty damn good hands, so it's a good catch by him.
So, you know, Rob and I were walking down here, and we were talking about how TJ and Josh were here, and that this felt like one of those games where if you went to them in the locker room, they would have said, you know, with probably some expletives mixed in about the offense not being where it needs to be and their frustration. You're very even-keeled right now about this. So what do you guys need to do? I mean, we were just watching the end of San Francisco and New Orleans. I mean, what do you think you guys need to do to get to where you want to be offensively?
It's just consistency and getting the ball to our guys. You know, we got to keep finding ways to get the ball to Devontae and work in those other guys who have, you know, made plays for us throughout the year. You know, I don't think it's going to be, nobody's saying it's going to be the prettiest every single week. Good thing is I think we have a good mindset about it. You know, we watch it, we critique it, and we talk about what we want to do differently, but it comes down to execution. And when you're 5 for 13 on third down, we're pretty bad on first down. You're not going to have a dynamic day on offense. It's just the facts. So, you know, I can't really tell you what the magic recipe is moving forward, but I can tell you it feels really good to be 10-3, and it feels good to be on that side where you're answering questions about how can you be more dynamic after a win than what the hell's wrong with the team. You know, nobody expects us to be 10 wins at this point. Really, probably the entire season. It's easier, I think, to rip on a squad that's not doing well, or maybe give them a little break because they got a first-year coach and moving pieces and new players. But I'm proud of what Matt's brought to the table. Proud of the leadership of the football team, and I'm pretty happy to be 10-3 at this point. Controlling our destiny in the division, which again, I'm not sure what Bob Domofsky had in his predictions for ESPN, but I would guess there's not many people who expect us to be in this position. So we're going to enjoy it. I'm going to have my fair share of scotch tonight, and feel good about being 10-3.
The snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corn cob pipe and a button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a